Does any part of you want to finish what you guys started? Because
Yeah,
it
of
didn't,
course,
it didn't end the
man.
way you wanted it to end.
Of course,
It probably
man.
shouldn't have ended.
It shouldn't have.
No, it definitely shouldn't have.
So weird.
Man.
You put in all this fucking work.
I know, and we were about to do the biggest tour of our lives, and but you know what really was the kicker was COVID, and that's like the one thing, like a global pandemic, like right when you're about to hit your peak, is like. If there's a list of things that you would hope wouldn't happen for the music industry, that's literally at the top of the list.
Totally.
For every artist at the time. There's a second punch around the corner. You know, we just got hit with the jab first, but the right hook was being charged up back there by our production company. But
It's wild because I remember you guys doing our show in COVID, and we had singles coming, and then everything hits the fan very soon after, and then you come back on the show, and
thank you for letting us come on the show then.
Forever. But even then, you guys were still planning on releasing music.
I know.
And then there was going to be a tour.
I know.
And then it was crazy.
It's you know, I think we would be stupid not to come back to it in a couple of years. I think it's hard to speak on because the lawsuit's not resolved.
Focus on the present and focus on what you got going.
Yeah.
You'll get to it when the time is right.
Yeah, yeah. And the people are waiting for it. The people really want it. And I mean, I just hope One Direction doesn't come back before we do, because then we're really screwed. But no, I think now really feels like my time. And Daniel's already started putting out music, and people have been really, really excited for his stuff. And
music's great.
I'm up next, and the rest of the guys are working on stuff too. So we don't speak every day like we used to. You know, still boys. Like, we've been through hell and back together.
Yeah, what is that relationship today amongst you five?
It's good, man. It's friendly. But there's I mean, I would be lying if I said there wasn't that like weird disconnect where like when we officially had to announce our hiatus, it was almost like it kind of happened so fast that it's like it wasn't real, but it was, and like no one really knew how to feel about it because it was this big like official announcement that like right now we're not going to be putting out music together as a group. We're like basically not a group right now. We all live in different cities, all in LA, but we don't live together. So like for a little while it was kind of awkward. It was just like no one really knew how to feel about the situation, but there was never any just like bad blood. It was never like weird in a bad way. It was just weird in a weird way.
Of course.
But like I see the guys out at events. I saw Daniel at the BMG party 2 nights ago. Jonah was over at my house like 3 days ago kicking it. He was over at my house to watch the divisional playoff game. And so we see each other and it's cool and cordial. But there is like the little friendly competition aspect.
That's
where,
what
like,
Daniel said a year ago.
Yeah, you know, we're all working on stuff, and like we don't play each other our music, and but what I do think the cool thing is that we're all gonna occupy different lanes, I think, in the industry.
Oh, yeah.
My music is very like pop. I mean, I talked about some of the elements earlier. It's definitely pop, and it's got like hard hitting drums, and it's got R&B influence, not really hip hop influence, but some of the stuff that I've been seeing that Daniel's teasing is more like Coldplay. The lyrics are crazy. His writing is insane.
He's really gifted.
Yeah, the writing is so crazy. But sonically, him and I, at least for the first two coming out of the group, live in completely different lanes, which is actually pretty exciting for the both of us, because I think we'll just get to feed the fans differently.
Oh my God. And accrue new fans by creating new music in totally different lanes. And I will say,
and it's not direct competition.
No.
You know, it's like everyone's going to get their little piece of what they want.
Just be true to you and create music that you want to create. And
Yeah.
what they say is a hit song is like a tennis ball underwater. It will always find its way to the top and will find the people that need to hear it, right? Like that's all you can do is what you have in your control.
Yeah, well put, man.
You create, you have control of the effort, not the outcome. That's literally it. I will say, Daniel did a fucking incredible live performance. I went to go see a show.
I know he did.
It was one of the best live shows I've seen.
I saw him at the Fonda.
Yeah,
I was
me
there the
too.
night at the Fonda.
So good.
Really cool. Crazy to see everyone in that building. I was emotional for him. It was really crazy to see everybody in that building, like, just cheering for him. And just the energy of that. Like, I hadn't seen that or felt that energy in so long. And so to be, like, even semi-attached to that, you know, from a distance, like, was really, really cool. Man, I want to get back out there so bad, man. I'm itching.